so I got 45%. Yep. Wish we had 30%.
Okay. Got the pulmonary team in here right now, and he's about to move from being on the ventilator today to being on the trach collar instead. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. These are like your milestones, babe.
Like I said, you're going to hear a lot of coughing. Okay?
Yeah.
Because what I'm going to do is take them off and deflate the cuff.
Okay.
Put you off here.
Ooh, there you go, babe. You're okay. You're okay.
Put your cuff. There you go. They might
Ooh,
shake, okay?
big cough, big.
That's why, because he has such a strong cough, I feel good about it. Behind your neck.
Now with the collar, he won't be getting the suctioning. So how do they deal with the secretions that come out then?
Oh, okay, so we will suction, but we'll do it with like a 14 French suction catheter.
Okay.
And instead of doing it in line,
Yeah.
I will still go down the trach,
Okay.
but I do it a little bit differently.
Oh. There you go. Get it all out, babe. Ooh.
So I'm gonna suction.
Got an
and I'll
ear
show you
open. Got an eye open.
how we do that.
Hey, babe, you're doing good. They're putting your trach collar on. You're doing real good. Great job.
So I am gonna suction, okay? And it probably will irritate them and make them cough more, okay?
How often should they be coming to suction them now?
Well, we don't want to over suction, and he has such a strong cough
Yeah.
that actually he's bringing the secretions up on his own.
So he won't really need it. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to. We'll still come in and do it.
There we go.
But his cough is so strong. But I'm just going to do it because I just took them off.
Yeah.
But he's sometimes too. They have a stronger cough getting it out than when we suction.
Woo.
Now he's on it.
So he's good. Should I get one of these little things for the...
Is that one of those white things? Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's good. They keep them in here.
To kind of catch
Yes, that is very good.
going there.
Yeah. So you can kind of put it up underneath. Just
Okay.
going to cover the hole. There you go. Okay.
Oh, it's not even connected. It just kind of sits there to give oxygen.
That's it. He's doing all the breathing on his own.
Okay, good.
This is not doing any of the breathing. He's doing all the breathing.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is giving him some oxygen and humidity.
Okay, perfect.
And right up there, 99%. So he's good.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay?
All right, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You still up, babe? So you're on just oxygen now, babe. You're off the ventilator. Yay, that's a milestone, baby. That's a milestone. And you had so much coming up and a strong cough, and they were like, oh, you don't need to be all that suctioning. You can just cough it out. So I know that was a lot, and I know you are tired, but good job, baby. Good job. Hey, baby. It is Friday, the 8th, the 9th, let me see. The 9th. Friday, December 9th. Look, I think I'm getting, I think I might be slimming. See, I feel like my cheekbones is coming in and my neck. You know how I feel when my neck come in. I feel like my neck coming in and my cheekbones. And I've been trying to moisturize my skin more often. I feel like I'm looking a little bit younger. my skin look less haggard these days. Still got, little crow's feet to remind me that I'm not 30. Anyway, so today was a good day. Today you got today your ventilator was removed and they put a trach collar on, which I thought it was gonna be like an actual attached collar. It's not. It's really where they take like a little mask. It's like a little plastic mask that kind of like sits over the trach airway, and it's connected to a tube that's connected to oxygen, and that's it. Oxygen and a little bit of moisture, a little humidity. So I guess this is the next step before you can go into rehab care. So I'm excited about that. And maybe hopefully soon they can also get you off. My lips are dry. Maybe they can get you off of the trach altogether and start letting that heal up. So baby steps, but like every day I'm like, okay, so what's the prognosis on this? What's the prognosis on that? Like, can we move on this? I'm always looking up like what the next step is and Googling it and doing my research. And then when I go in there and I talk to the doctors, I'm like, yeah, so what's up with blah, blah, blah? They're like, oh, yeah, we probably could do that. Yeah, you probably can. Like, what is you doing? Just letting him lay here for extra days so you can soak up more money? No, get him off of that. So now that you're not on the ventilator, the only other reason why they would be keeping you versus me taking you home would be your kidney function. And you still have a little pneumonia. But pneumonia isn't a reason, I don't think, to keep you hospitalized. You can deal with pneumonia in rehab if they keep you on the antibiotics. So you're doing real good coughing up the phlegm and everything. So I feel like now that you don't have the ventilator stuff like seeping back down, into your airway, you should be able to clear your airway and not get reinfected. And I've cleaned up your ear. That's no longer weeping as much as it was, so you won't have that going down into your sinuses. And I've been cleaning your mouth and cleaning your teeth, so you won't have that bacteria seeping down and causing more pneumonia. So I'm trying to mitigate everything as much as I can, and move you on to the next step. So that's what's going on with that. But overall, it was a good day. I was able to get the doctor to fill out the paperwork for your Social Security disability claim. So hopefully we can get that resolved quickly. Having that Social Security disability money is going to be clutch as hell. Alright, so it is Sunday at 10:15 a.m. I just got here. Is it 10:15? Yeah, it's 10:15 a.m. And I just got here and I'm about to get Nick together. I just talked to the charge nurse because we're having the same problem today as we've been having for the past couple of days that I've been showing y'all. And I'm like, why are his wounds not being treated? So honestly, I've been trying to be civil. I've been trying to really not, rock the boat too much because I don't want nobody to not take care of my baby while I'm here, okay? But at the same time, why every day I come in, he's on this ear? Look. You see this? I know it hurts, honey. I'm sorry. Look. It's an open wound and it's festering. Why do y'all have him laid on it? Okay. So, I just got finished getting Nick together, cleaned up his face, brushed his teeth, washed his beard, repositioned him, cleaned his ear wound, all of that. Got him in a good seated position. He looks good. He had his eyes open for a good amount of time. I was able to talk to him and tell him everything that was going on. So that was good. I was glad to have that interaction with him this morning. But I also talked to the charge nurse, and I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be rude or mean or evil or anything. But understand this, like, there's definitely some things that are not being done. And I mentioned about, the wound on his ear and his positioning and this, that, and that. And she was like, oh, yeah, we were trying to get him a head cradle last night, because the head cradle will keep him, in a more neutral position, blah, 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 but they didn't have him. But I'm like, I appreciate that. But the fact of the matter is, whether you had a head cradle or not, all you had to do was reposition his head with the pillow that's given. I do it every day. I'm like, if I, as a non-nurse family member, can get him off of his head and position him in the way that the wound care specialist said that he needed to be positioned in order for this ear to dry out and heal, then your nurse can. And I keep having the same conversation every day with the nurses, and then I ask them to have the same conversation with the overnight nurse. And every morning when I come in, he still looked like this. And there wasn't really too much she could say. She was like, okay, well, we'll make sure that we... And I'm like, on top of that, his wounds are not even being treated. I said, he is supposed to have, per the wound care nurse, betadine on the back of his head because he has a sore on the back of his head that has a scab. I'm like, he's supposed to have betadine on that 3 times a day, per the wound care nurse. And no one is treating his ear wound either. I said, I've been the only one who's been treating it. And I've been here for 10 days. No one else has treated it but me. That's a problem. Okay, well, we'll check then. I'm like, and nobody is checking the notes, and nobody is saying, like, I'm having this conversation with y'all, every day about this ear wound, but nobody is checking the notes to see that there's actually, something in here about that, a note about it. She's like, oh, well, we'll check the notes and we'll, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That was at 9 o'clock. It's 11:15. Now, while I was in here cleaning him up and talking to him and everything, she walked in and I brought some betadine and put it down. That was it. She didn't use it. She didn't say, oh, the nurse will be back to apply, blah, blah. The nurse will be back to care for his, oh, don't worry about the wounds, ma'am. We'll take care of that today. I'm so sorry. No. Oh, here's the betadine. Not a problem. Nurse mom is here. Nurse wife, is here. So, y'all, this has definitely been an eye-opening experience when it comes to having a loved one in the hospital. Their general treatment of him has been good. They come in, they do his meds on time, they change out his nutrition, this and the other. I changed out his nutrition yesterday and nobody noticed that, but we're not going to talk about that. I came back from lunch and I heard the beeping. I heard the beeping from the hallway. I come in and I look. Oh, his feeding tube bottle is just about empty and it's going off, saying that it needs to be changed. So I came in here. I know how to work the machine, girl, and everything now. Put the little machine on hold. Changed out the little thing. Hung the shit up on the little rack. This is the feeding thing. Changed it out. Put the little IV cord in it or whatever. And hit the run button. Turn the shit back on. That's all the hell y'all had to do. But it wasn't nobody around. Nobody heard the beeping. He's not gonna starve in an hour and a half. So it's not like, life-changingly detrimental, right? But, it's just an annoyance that I don't know how long that shit was going off. And it was going off. And nobody was around to hear it. And nobody came to change it. And when I changed it, no one noticed that I changed it. Like, nobody came and said, oh, I was here, at blah, blah, blah time to do his feeding change or whatever. And I noticed it was already up. Did another nurse come in? Nobody asked any questions. Nothing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when I started doing his oral care. I noticed that for days, his oral care was not being done. I have been brushing his teeth, removing the thick layer of whatever in his mouth, cleaning his lips, moisturizing his lips. And guess what I noticed? His tongue is regenerating. He had, all around here, he had a very thick layer of something. I thought his tongue was going like leathery, the way it looked. So I started brushing it up, just lightly brushing it up. And today I noticed that layer is gone. Look at God. And the last piece that was like right around the edge, that was really thick, like almost like a dried gel is what it looked like. I was able to today just peel it off, throw it in the trash. Who knows what kind of gingivitis or whatever would have been caused if I didn't start brushing his teeth myself. And they don't know that I do it. Like, they don't ask me about it. They don't ask me what I use. They don't ask me if it's done. They don't. There hasn't been a time where they came in here like, oh, I'm going to give him oral care now. And they were like, oh, you already did that. Like, there hasn't been that. But take care of your loved ones. Do not leave them in the hospital and just, hope that they're going to be cared for and they just let you know when it's ready for discharge. Like, don't do that. You need to go up there. You need to sit in. You need to watch what they're doing with your loved ones. You need to give recommendations for how they need to be cared for. Because they treat them, but they don't necessarily care. They don't necessarily provide care for them. Bodily care, emotional care, nothing. They just walk in. Hi, I'm giving you your medicine now. Give you your meds and walk out. They got the TV on for him. They don't have the volume turned up. So he just supposed to watch some pictures like that with no sound? With no audio stimulation? It's a neurology patient. He needs stimulation daily. He's regrowing his brain cells. Hello? So I'm about to turn on some, he's sleeping right now. So I'm going to turn him on some gospel music so that he can meditate on the Lord in his sleep. And then when he wakes up, I make sure that we watch like an action movie, something with some boom, bang, pow. You know what I'm saying? He can't be like in a meditative state all day. Every now and then, I gotta give him some shoot 'em up, bang, bang, killing. That's what his brain is used to. That's normal baseline for him. He like to watch John Wick and all types of other vicious killing movies. So you gotta give the brain familiar sounds. He needs some shooting. Anyway, judge your mama. Take care of yours the way you take care of yours. I'm gonna take care of mine the way that I take care of mine. But anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Y'all, I hope that this has been genuinely helpful for someone. Please continue to watch and share our journey. Thank you.